TikTok. Don't do me like that. All right, y'all. I am your instructor, Pierre Huey, aka Mr. P. The P is for patience. Okay. Let me make sure I got my sounds here. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Speaker, what's going on? How you doing? Speaker, what you been up to? Long time no see, my friend. All right, y'all. So today is Full Court Friday. Y'all know how we do this. We go through the CIB. What does the CIB stand for? Candidate Information Bulletin. It is where State Board tells you what they're looking for when you're going through the test. I have found out that even with the CIB, even going through the CIB, there's more specialized information which we have taken and filtered and put into a paid class, which is called Past Barber Theory. Okay. Which can be found, links in all my bios. I'm easy to find at Pierre Huey anywhere, all social media platforms, all that good stuff. All right, so let's get started. You got 4 areas of study, 4 areas of concentration, or as they like to call it, domains. Following outlines the scope of content covered by the NIC. NIC is the testing center of South Carolina, which is where I'm based. Okay. If you are based in another state aside from South Carolina, here's what you do. You just look up on your site, find out if they have a CIB. You can call your state board and just ask them, hey, do y'all have a candidate information bulletin? What's up, Tip? You can ask them, do y'all have a candidate information bulletin or some version of it? I'm pretty sure they would have it. Matter of fact, if you are in a state other than South Carolina, I would be very interested in what your CIBs look like. Okay. Keep me posted on that. All right. Percentages represent the percentage of items from each domain. Like I said, there are 4. Okay. The examination comprised of 110 items. We're talking master hair care, of which 100 items are weighted and contribute to the candidate's final score. So basically, I did some research on that, what that actually means. They're giving you 10. So if you got 110 questions, they're giving you 10 of those. You are weighted off of 100 questions. So basically, you're already getting 10 points out of the 110. Oh, cool. Okay. You're actually getting 110. Excuse me. You're actually getting 10 points off of just by taking the test in the first place. All right. So this Full Court Friday will not be timed. I had some requests of, hey, just go for it. So cool. All right. Domain number 1, scientific concepts. It is 35%. It is the most failed. It is the most difficult, tedious, failed section out of the 4 domains. So guess what? Which domain do y'all think I pay the most attention to? Okay. Because most people are
busted and disgusted.
And I am trying to get you
busted and disgusted.
And what other way to do that than to actually fucking study? Okay. I know most of y'all ain't studying when y'all go home. It is what it is. I asked my students, hey, make sure you study a little bit when you go home. But what we do at my school, Ali Barber School, I make sure the study is complete at least when you go home. Because again, most of y'all are not studying. Y'all tell me y'all studying. I don't believe you. And in the words of Chris Shelton,
I know you fucking lying.
Bam, bam. All right. Scientific concepts. You got 5 points of contact. Infection control safety practices. Human anatomy and physiology. Identify signs, symptoms of conditions, disorders, and diseases related to skin. Signs, symptoms of conditions, disorders, and diseases related to hair. And basic chemistry of products used in barbering. Okay. That's scientific concepts. Let's talk about the other 3 before we get into it. Okay. Implements and equipment is 10%. You have 2 points of contact. A, identify the function, purpose, and care of tools used in hair services. That being equipment, implements, supplies, materials, and electrical tools. Next, understand and apply safety and sanitation practices for use of implements and equipment. Domain number 3 is hair care services, 40%. Okay, you got 5 points of contact for hair care services. A, client consultation, analysis, documentation for hair care services. B, hair care. C, hair design. D, apply knowledge of prep, procedures, and safety for head shaving. And E, apply knowledge of principles, procedures, and safety for chemical services. Have y'all noticed something yet? Chemical services is very important for this. Okay. Not so much with the registered barber, but I tell everybody by the time you've done all the studying that you're doing for registered barber, you're pretty much studied up enough to take the master hair care, with the exception of chemical stuff, but everything else you're ready for. So why not do the master hair care versus the registered barber? And domain number 4, facial hair and skincare services, 15%. A, 4 points of contact. A, client consultation, analysis, documentation for facial hair and skincare services. B, apply knowledge of draping for facial hair and skincare services. C, apply knowledge of principles, procedures, and safety for facial hair and skincare services. And D, apply knowledge of purpose and types of electrotherapy and light therapy. Now, what I'm going to do next, we're going to grab our book. Tanya, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Let me move this to the side a little bit. Okay. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Let's see, I'm trying to see who that is that joined. What's going on, people? My TikTok is jumping, y'all. Appreciate that. All right. So, first place we are going to start is infection control. Notice, matter of fact, let me go to the table of contents. Let's do it this way. All right. Now, since we got the CIB and the CIB tells you what they're looking for, I just gave you the 4 domains. Here's what we did not see in the domains, okay? The history of barbering, life skills, professional image. Those are all separate chapters. Were they mentioned in the CIB? They were not. With that being said, are we going to do focus study on those 3 chapters? No, we are not. So a lot of times people want to study this book chronologically, like they want to literally go through chapter 1 and go all the way through chapter 21, which is 754 pages of material. Listen, the CIB gives you an outline of how to study this book. 754 pages. You need some type of outline, a system to say, okay, this is how I'm going to study the material on the book. All right. Otherwise, how are you going to be looking?
I know you fucking lying. Busted and disgusted.
Just saying. Okay. Let's talk about some more chapters that we did not see on the CIB. You also did not see chapter 19, preparing for licensure and employment. 20, working behind the chair. 21, the business of barbering. Okay. Everything else is in here. So you literally have 6 chapters that are not even on the test. Okay. Do you think we're going to be spending all this time trying to learn those chapters when 6 of those chapters are not going to be on the test? Absolutely not. What we're going to do is worry about the ones that are on the test, which if you are going through the latest edition of the barbering book, it is chapters 4 through 18. Okay. Now let's go to our chapters. So first chapter 54 is infection control. Like I said, we're going to gloss over a few facts, all the stuff that's generally pertinent. Thank you for the likes. Who on here with me? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Happy Friday. What you got going on for it? And we are halfway through, my friend. Listen, if y'all are not following my friend Brittany, you need to go on her page. TikTok, y'all need to go to uni.no.corn. Listen, that lady is a loctician of the highest order. She will get you correct. All right. Just go to her page and you'll see for yourself. Everybody else, y'all can find her, Brittany Gage. Matter of fact, Brittany, when you get a chance, I need a sound effect for your business. You know what? Real quick, let me go ahead and talk about some of my affiliates that I got so far. Hopefully the sound effect button is working on my StreamYard, but let's try it.
Tamara Hunter of I Am Pretty Braden Academy.
Erica Williams of Samurai Cuts.
Ariel Moore of Ariel Moore Photography.
Isha Chanel
of Aisha Reveals.
All right. Brittany, I want you on here. I want your sound effect on here for your business, okay? Holla at me. Hit me up lately. Yep. Braids and Locks. No, I'm sorry. Braids and More by Brittany. Yeah, it's definitely more than braids. Like I see her do all kinds of shit. Locks, 2-strand twists, twist outs. I don't even know what you call half the shit, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Those wonderful, wonderful natural styles. I know she can do more than that, but I'm just saying when you go on her page, that's what you're going to be seeing. All right. Chapter 4, infection control. Need to know your agencies. You got the OSHA. OSHA stands for Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Okay, they're responsible for the material safety data sheets, which gives you the right to know the hazards that's associated with it and the materials that's in it and the possible what else? The materials, the hazards, and the icons. That's what I'm looking for. The pictograms and hazards, right? So they tell you something is corrosive, if something is flammable, or something like that. All right. Next, you got the EPA, which is the Environmental Protection Agency. They are credited with the requirement to register all types of disinfectants sold and used in the United States. Okay. And then state regulatory agencies, you got they exist to protect barbers and their customers' health and safety while they receive services. State regulatory agencies include licensing agencies, state barber boards, commissions, and health departments. As a side note, you actually got the FDA in there too, even though this is the FDA stands for Food and Drug Administration. And the reason that I'm talking about it within this context is because of the drug, right? So you got certain customers that are coming in that are taking certain drugs and it affects their hair. Just something to think about. All right. Infection control. You got 4 types of potentially harmful organisms: bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites. Bacteria, single-celled microorganisms, got both plant and animal characteristics. 2 types: non-pathogenic, pathogenic. You got 3 classifications: Cocci, Bacillus spirilla. And within the Cocci family, you got three classifications of that. So you got the Staphylococci for like staph infection, Streptococci, Diplococci. Okay, Streptococci is something like strep throat. Diplococci is pneumonia. All right. Next, virus, submicroscopic particle, infects and resides in the cells of a biological organism. Is capable of replication only through taking over the host cell's reproductive function. Next, we have fungi. Singular is the fungus. Single cell organisms that grow in irregular masses include molds, mildews, and yeast. The most frequently encountered fungal infection is Taenia barbae, aka barber's itch. It is a ringworm. Taenia stands for ringworm. Okay. Barbae technically stands for beard. So it's the bearded area of the face, but you're literally talking about ringworm of this section, wherever there's the beard, wherever beard hair will grow. All right. Parasites, organisms that grow, feed, shelter on, or inside another organism referred to as host while contributing nothing to the survival of that organism. They must have a host to survive. All right. Did we talk about all of them? Yeah, we did. Okay. Next, let's talk a little bit about this decontamination. So highest level of decontamination is sterilization. Okay. It is the process that destroys all microbial life, including spores. High percentage question that you need to know: disinfectants do not kill bacterial spores. And basically what spores are is like a wax light. When bacteria feel threatened by something like disinfectant, you're trying to clean it up, they produce this wax light coating that says, all right, I'm going to shield myself until this storm is over. You're trying to clean me up. I'm trying to stick around. And when the environment permits and I can go back to being bacteria, I come out of that waxy wax-like coating. Okay. All right. Disinfecting. Remember that disinfection is the process that eliminates most, but not necessarily all microorganisms on non-porous surfaces. Non-porous surfaces just means something that don't absorb moisture. All right. Let's see what else we got. Cleaning, mechanical process. It is a mechanical process of scrubbing to help eliminate dirt, debris, and all that. All of any type of dirt, debris, or bacteria. You're scrubbing. Okay, you're doing a mechanical movement. Disinfecting is a chemical process. That's the difference between the two. And there is a difference between the two. And the way that you're normally supposed to handle a surface, you're supposed to clean it first and then disinfect it. That's just in case they ask that type of question, because I wouldn't put anything past the testing agency. What's going on with my collar today? Tripping. All right. What else? Household bleach. 5.25% sodium hypochlorite, effective disinfectant, and has been used extensively as a disinfectant in the barbershop. Anything else from infection control? None that I can remember. Next, you got implements, tools, and equipment. The biggest thing is knowing about combs, brushes, razors, shears, clippers. Okay. With that being said, where is it? I just skipped over everything. There we go. All right. You got different types of combs. You got a taper comb, flat handle comb, wide tooth comb, tail comb, hair pick. Which one is good for combing through texture of tightly curled hair? A hair pick. Tail comb is for sectioning, doing partings. Okay. Flat handle comb is like for flat tops and best to achieve clipper over comb cutting. Taper comb used for cutting in those areas where a gradual blending of hair is required. Obviously, a styling or all-purpose comb is used for all purposes. All right. Basic brushes. You have synthetic bristle, natural bristle, mixed bristle. Pretty self-explanatory. Then you have a paddle brush, round brush, vented brush, wet brush. What are their uses? Synthetic for general brushing. The synthetic, natural, mixed bristle, and the paddle brush are all used for general brushing and detangling. Okay. A round brush creates volume and or curl in blow dry styling. Vented brush is general drying and styling work, and a wet brush is for detangling wet hair. Knowing which implement to use under which circumstance is a big part of being a barber and a master haircut specialist. All right, shears. Biggest thing you need to know about shears. You got two types: cast versus forge. Cast shears made by heating steel to a liquid form for pouring into a mold. So they make them using a mold. Forge shears are made by working heated metal into a finished shape through the process of hammering or compression. Obviously, forge shears require more work, so forge shears actually cost more. They're my favorite to use, and the thing is, they're easier to get sharpened. Okay, cast shears have been made into a mold. They haven't been intended to sharpen like that. Not to say that they can't be sharpened, but just know that it's gonna affect the grind of the blade more. Like you can't get it sharpened as much as you can forge shears. Those are the ones you can just sharpen them up. And I'm like, I got a pair. I think I've had them like 7 years, and they still hit. One of my students took those to their practical, which they passed, by the way, and they was just like, look, them was hitting. But those are forward shears. Let's see what else we got. Clippers got three types of motor. So you got the pivot, the magnetic, and the rotary. What are my favorite? My favorite are pivot motor clippers because it seems to have more strength, especially when you're using alternating current. See what else you got. Straight razor. You got 11 parts of the straight razor. You got the head, back, shoulder. That's the top of the blade. Bottom of the blade, you got the point, edge, blade, heel. And then the actual structure of the blade, the part that you're holding and using with and guiding along with your hand and your fingers. You got the heel, you got the shank, the pivot, the handle, and the tang. And the tang is where your pinky goes. Anything else from that? Anything else? Just in general, not so much. You got hot towel cabinets, obviously. Lather risers, self-explanatory. Blow dryers, self-explanatory. The biggest thing I will say about a blow dryer is when you're using a blow dryer, you want to keep a certain distance from the surface that you're applying the blow dry and that the air flows to. Okay. Thank you for the likes, y'all. Thank you for joining my live. All right. That's the biggest thing behind implements, tools, and equipment. And again, y'all, I'm literally just going over general areas of study. Okay. Like I said, if you want more specific areas of study, if you want high percentage questions and the like, things like that, that's my paid class, which is Past Barber Theory. I actually got another class in the work called Past Barber Practical. If y'all know anybody that can use these services, let them know. I am your guy. Okay. Yeah. All right. Next, you got anatomy and physiology. Y'all, for the record, this is the part that scares everybody. Don't be scared of this. All they care about, matter of fact, let's go to the CIB real quick before I go through the chapter. All right. Human anatomy and physiology. Identify function and structure of the hair and scalp and skin. 2, identify bones related to the head, face, neck, shoulders, upper back. 3, identify muscles and joints and their functions related to head and face, neck, shoulders, upper back. And 4, understand the functions of the body systems. Okay. Out of these 4, you might see a few dealing with the endocrine system, but you got the other 3 talking about the nervous system. I don't see too much on the actual test. I don't see too much information, too many questions on that. Circulatory system, don't see any. Integumentary system, don't see any. Endocrine system, you're gonna see a few, okay? Because that's when you start getting into the glands, spatial glands, and all that stuff. All right. Jed Jenny 188. If you are a real person, welcome to my live. Yeah, all them underscores, I don't be knowing no more. You have bots jumping on your stuff, jumping on your live and stuff, trolling. But anyway, out of those 4, have y'all noticed a pattern? You got the hair and scalp, skin, head and face, then the neck, shoulders, up and back with the anatomy. Did they ask about the legs? Did they ask about ankles? Did they ask about arteries and veins and the elbows and all that? No, they didn't. Anything pertaining to here and up is what they're looking for. So guess what you can do? You can focus in on those certain areas. So you don't have to be so scared of this chapter. This is one of the chapters that scares people away. Don't be scared of it. All right. Okay. 14 bones of the face, nasal bones, lacrimal bones, zygomatic bones, maxillae, and the mandible. The only one that I really see on a regular basis is dealing with the zygomatic. So we're dealing with cheekbones. Okay. And you're really dealing with that because that's where the beard, a lot of times, that's where people's beards are. And you're dealing with that section. Okay. Bones of the neck, don't see too much. Bones of the chest, shoulder, back, nothing. Bones of the shoulder, arm, hand, nothing. Muscular system. Now, the thing to know about the muscular system is the name of it, the study of it. Myology, study of the structure, function, and the diseases of the muscle. That is very high percentage. Smooth Black, what's happening, bro? All right. Muscle structure. This one is very important. You got 3 parts to a muscle. You got the origin, the belly, insertion. The part of the muscle, the origin is the part of the muscle that does not move, is attached closest to the skeleton. The belly, the middle part of the muscle. Insertion, the part of the muscle that moves and is furthest from the skeleton. All right. Stimulation of muscles, don't matter. Muscles of the scalp, face, and neck. Okay, now we talking. Epicranius, very important. Also known as the occipital frontalis. It is the broad muscle that covers the top of the skull and consists of the occipitalis and the frontalis. And where is my highlighter? We definitely gonna highlight that one. That's one of those that might end up being a hot percentage. So let's find that one. We'll start that one. I'll circle this page. All right. Let's see. Occipitalis. Occipitalis. The posterior portion of the epicranius muscle draws the scalp backward. All right. Frontalis. Front portion of the epicranius, muscle of the scalp, raises the eyebrows, draws the scalp forward, causes wrinkles across the forehead. Cool. Epicranial aponeurosis, tendon that connects the occipitalis and the frontalis muscles. Okay, all of those matter. Boom. Okay, muscles of the ear don't matter. Okay, muscles of mastication, meaning chewing, don't matter. Muscles that attach the arms to the body. Did the CIB talk about muscles that attach the arms to the body? No, they did not. Okay, muscles of the shoulder and the arm. Did they talk about those? No, they did not. Did they say they need to know about that? No, they do not. Okay, nervous system, no. Muscles of the hand, even though the muscles of the hand have what I like to call a real life percentage, but we're not talking about real life percentage right now. We're talking about the test in general areas. All right. That's what this particular live is for right here. Now, in another live, I'll literally talk about real life stuff that's in the book that you do need to know. Okay. But that's not what we're going over right now. Anything else? Let's see. Veins, no. Arteries, no. Lymphatic immune system, no. Integumentary system. Again, consists of the skin, its accessory organs such as the oil and sweat glands, sensory receptors, hair, and nails. Very complex system, serves as a protective covering and helps regulate the body's temperature. All right, that's pretty much the definition. Okay, there's a few things there that we need to know about because you're dealing with glands. Okay, endocrine system. Group of that's the wait. I'm tripping. I'm looking for the endocrine system. That's what I need to talk about. There we go. All right. Endocrine system, group of specialized glands that affect the growth, development, sexual functions, and health of the entire body. What are glands? Glands, secretory organs that remove and release certain elements from the blood to convert them into new compounds. Two types of glands. Endocrine glands, such as thyroid and pituitary glands, release hormonal secretions directly into the bloodstream. And then the exocrine glands, also known as duct glands, such as sweat and oil glands of the skin, produce a substance that travels through small tube-like ducts. So out of the two in the endocrine system, the exocrine glands definitely deal with stuff that we care about, okay? Like I said, sweat and oil glands dealing with the skin. All right. That's it. Anatomy and physiology. So a lot of that stuff that scares you, it's not even within the CIB for the test. I'm not saying that you shouldn't study that. I'm just saying know the context of what you're studying. Is it for the test? Is it for your career? Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Chemistry, you ain't gonna see too much on there. You might see a little bit dealing with actually no wait. I'm tripping. That's the registered barber. Master hair care, you're gonna see chemistry stuff, but you need to know the chemistry that you're going to be seeing. All right. So yeah, you'll be dealing with oxidation. Oxidation is defined as either the addition of oxygen or the loss of hydrogen. That's a big one. And the thing about it is they're not gonna ask you the question verbatim out of the book. They're going to ask you like a scenario, right? Or they're going to ask you in a way that they present you a scenario and you derive the answer, right? So they might say, this element had a hydrogen taken away. What is that process called, right? That's oxidation, okay? Oxidation, and then you got a reduction. What is a reduction? Refers to either the loss of oxygen or the addition of hydrogen. So reduction is the opposite of oxidation. Now that you know that, you can apply that. And they might have one or two questions where just you knowing that those are opposites of each other helps you get to your answer. Because a lot of times people go wrong with scientific concepts simply because they don't know what some of the concepts are, or they don't know what some of the definitions are, right? So just you knowing what those are, you can get to an answer. All right. What else we got? Exothermic, endothermic reactions. So certain chemical reactions release energy in the form of heat, called exothermic reaction. Example of this: heat produced after mixing activator and waving lotion in an exothermic permanent wave product. when the activator is added to the waving lotion, an oxidation reaction occurs that produces heat. What is the difference? What is this opposite? An endothermic reaction. It's the reverse. It is a chemical reaction that requires absorption of energy or heat from an external source for the reaction to occur. One example, melting ice is an example of an endothermic reaction because if it was not absorbing heat, then the ice would not be melting. Pretty simple enough, right? Okay, let's see what else we got here. So you got emulsions. You need to know about emulsions. That's a big one. Physical mixture of two immiscible, meaning unmixable, otherwise unmixable, liquids held together by what? An emulsifying agent. Why is that important? An emulsion is a suspension of one liquid dispersing another. Although emulsions tend to separate over time, with proper formulation and storage, an emulsion may remain stable for at least 3 years. Why does this matter? Because shampoos and conditioners are examples of emulsions used in barbering services. Here's another reason why that matters. So if we talking chemicals, you literally, an emulsion is literally two unmixable liquids, oil and water, but you need an emulsifying agent to hold them together, right? Well, what happens if it's stale or expired? Those elements are going to separate. So if you got a shampoo that you ain't used in a while, or is stale or is expired, well, guess what? Yeah, you can shake it up all you want to try to put those liquids back together and get your mixture back together. But guess what? They're not going to do their job. And that goes for shampoos and conditioners. Both of those are emulsions. So when they ask the question, they might ask it from the point of view of the shampoo as its own element or the conditioner as its own element. But knowing what an emulsion is now you can derive a better answer. Like I said, they can ask you about an emulsion itself. They can ask you about the shampoo. They can ask you about the conditioner. They could do all three. But if you understand the principle of an emulsion being two immiscible liquids held together with emulsifying agent, now you can find an educated guess for your answer. And you don't have to feel so worried being like, okay, well, I don't know what this is. All right. Let's see. It's a few more things in there for shampoos and conditioners. And we'll take a break after that one. Because I like to do my full court Friday in 2 or 3 parts. So let's find what we need to talk about. All right. Conditioners, special chemical agents apply to hair. Conditioners typically range from 3.0 to 5.5 on a pH scale, which we talked about on part 2. Okay. Temporary remedy for hair that feels dry or appears damaged. As such, conditioners cannot, N-O-T, conditioners cannot actually repair damaged hair, nor can they increase or improve the quality of new hair growth. Do I need to say that one more time? This is coming from the chemistry, the scientific concepts of the book. I need y'all to hear that one more time. Conditioners cannot actually repair damaged hair, nor can they increase or improve the quality of new hair growth. Take that one home with y'all. Take that one home with y'all. If you ask your barber this question, what conditioner, shampoo can I use to stimulate new hair growth? None. What can I use to repair my damaged hair? None. Because that's, chemically speaking, that's not what conditioners do. That's not what shampoos do. Okay. All right. What else we got here? Shampoos. So shampoos account for the highest dollar expenditure by consumers in hair care products. Y'all remember that. Okay. Hey, y'all. Thank you for joining. Shampoo products available in liquid, liquid dry, and dry powder formations to meet the needs of all types of hair and scalp conditions. There are shampoos for dry, oily, normal, fine, coarse, limp, or chemically treated hair. Let's see. I am looking for. No. That's not what I'm looking for. All right. I'll just give y'all the different types. Okay. So we just talked about let's talk about the liquid dry. So liquid dry shampoos used for cleansing the scalp and hair when the client is prevented from having a regular shampoo. I'm a big fan of those, especially for my disabled clients. I'm a big fan of those. They love them. I love them. Everybody loves them. Hey, what's up? You caught me on the tail end. I'm actually about to jump off here, but not before we talk about a few more shampoos. All right. Dry or powder shampoos can be used when the client's health or condition will not permit a wet shampoo. The powder is sprinkled onto the hair where it picks up dirt and oils as it is brushed through the hair. Always follow the manufacturer's directions and never give a dry shampoo prior to a chemical service. All facts. As a matter of fact, we talked about this organization earlier that requires that they label their products as such. Who is that? That is the EPA. Okay, stands for the Environmental Protection Agency. Next, pH balanced shampoos are balanced to the pH level of hair and skin and usually contain citric, lactic, or phosphoric acid. These shampoos are mild formulations designed to prevent the stripping of hair color from the hair. They have a low alkaline content, makes them a good choice for normal, chemically treated, and fragile hair. Most pH balanced shampoos can be used daily. All right. So for all my folks that like to wash their hair on a regular basis, and when by regular basis, I mean, 5-6 times a week. If you're going to do that, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but if you're going to do that, get you at least a pH balanced shampoo. So it don't be stripping like either the alkaline content or the acidic content, depending on the pH of it, of the shampoo. You need one that's balanced, so it's not going to strip either way. That makes sense. All right. And then you have balancing shampoos designed for oily hair and scalps. Clarifying shampoos, one of my favorites. Let me tell you why. They contain an active chelating agent that binds to metals and removes them from the hair. They also provide thorough cleansing and cut through product buildup, wave grease, regular grease, moisturizers, all this product that's on somebody's head when they come in, even though we as barbers and stylists beg you not to put this in your hair the day before your service, and you know you put it in there. You come here, guess what? I got clarifying shampoo for you anyway. Okay? That's why that's one of my favorites. Color enhancing shampoos created by combining the surfactant, which is the surface acting agent, with basic colors. They attracted to porous hair, provide only slight color changes, which are removed with plain shampooing. They're used to brighten the hair, add a little bit of color, and eliminate unwanted color tones. I'm a big fan of those too. Conditioning shampoos, also known as moisturizing shampoos, or mild cream shampoos that contain moisturizing agents designed to either lock in the moisturizing products of the product or to draw moisture into the hair. And last, you have you got a bunch more. I'm sorry. You got medicated shampoos, contain antifungal agents such as parithione zinc, selenium sulfide, or ketoconazole, which help control dandruff by suppressing the growth of malassezia, the fungus that causes dandruff. Let's see. Anything else? Neutralizing shampoo, of course, helps to rebalance and restore the pH level of the hair by neutralizing any alkali or unwanted residues that remain in the hair after chemically relaxing the hair. Just think after a relaxer, color, not color, but like bleaching, okay? Bleaching the hair, anything like that, right? You want to restore the hair to its normal pH, because if you don't, that product technically is going to keep working or keep processing, all right? So you use neutralizing shampoos to stop the processing when you're doing some type of chemical service or chemical alteration to your hair. All right. Sulfate-free shampoos such as sodium laureth sulfate are surfactants used in shampoos and other products for their thickening and lathering capabilities. A sulfate-free shampoo formulated with little to no sulfates and is generally a good choice for color-treated and chemically treated hair because it does not strip natural oils from the hair. All right. Okay. We will take a break right here. We will be back soon. What's up, my boy? What's up? Dipset. How you doing, man? You caught me at the tail end, man. I'm about to jump off of here. With that being said, I am your instructor, Pierre Huey, aka Mr. P. The P is for patience, okay? I hope your sound effects work this time because I want to give a shout out to my folks. One more time, my affiliates.
Tamara Hunter of I Am Pretty Braden Academy.
Erica Williams of Samurai Cuts.
Ariel Moore of Ariel Moore Photography.
And last but not least,
Isha Chanel of Aisha Reveals.
why she got to say it all sexy, though? I'm going to mess with her when I talk to her very, very soon. Matter of fact, if y'all see all my Facebook watchers, if y'all see my friend Isha, tell her, like, why you had to say your sound effect all sexy, like, right? Why you have to just draw it out? Isha Chanel. Anyway, I'm out of here. If you or anybody you know can use my help, passing barber theory, passing barber practical, or want to get into cutting hair as far as like fundamentals, all the stuff that you don't see on YouTube, like holding clippers, blade angle to surface, pressure, applying the clippers, going with the grain, whatever. Any of that, you can find me at Pierre Huey, PIERREHOUEY on all social media platforms. And also, you can refer to my website, allevenbarberschool.com. All right. I will see y'all soon. Y'all have a wonderful Friday. If you want to join me for part 2, I would love to have you. See you soon.